kids, welcome back to Kids Inc.
We're glad to see you this month. Last month we talked about friendship and how important having the right kind of friends is. And this month we're going to talk about something else that's very important to God. It's a big word called integrity.
Integrity.
Yeah, integrity. Now Daniel, was a man of integrity in the Bible. Daniel always abided by what he said. His actions always proved good and true. And so what integrity means is choosing to be truthful in all that you say and all that you do. Okay? So that means you want to be truthful in everything.
Everything?
Everything.
You better.
But that's what God
I'm teasing.
But that's because that's how God is. God wants us to be like Him, and He is full of integrity. He always honors His word. If He says that He will do something in the Bible, He will do it. You can count on it. The expression that they use sometimes is you can take it to the bank.
Okay.
All right, we're going to have a memory verse that goes with that this week.
And lo and behold, it has integrity in the memory verse. And it's found in Proverbs 10:9. And it says, whoever walks in integrity walks securely, but whoever takes crooked paths will be found out.
Oh, to be found out, or otherwise you're going to get caught.
A crooked path would be going the wrong way, choosing to go the wrong way. So
yeah,
that's what that means. So,
well, that's a good memory verse. We're going to have to work on that this month.
yes.
So remember that, kids. Proverbs 10:9. That is going to be our memory verses. So anyway, we have some fun crafts to go over with you today. Mr. Rick is going to start us off with his.
Okay. Daniel was taken to Babylon. He became a servant over there for the king, and he was challenged. He had a challenge going on over there. He had to make a choice, and he chose to use his integrity. And what he did is he didn't want to participate in the certain foods that the king was serving in Babylon. So what he did is he approached one of the chief servants and asked if he and his servants, his other friends, could stay on a veggie food intake or diet instead of participating for 10 days. That's right. And they wanted to do this to show that they could be just as healthy using vegetables and not participating in the other food that the king had, which had meats that Daniel and his friends didn't want to participate in.
And some of that stuff had been offered to idols and things too, and it wasn't prepared in the Jewish way, so it was forbidden for them to have some of that food.
Exactly. So anyway, online you want to download these, and they're the different veggies that they ate. And what we did, we went ahead and cut them out, and we colored them already. So they're all right here. And
He colors so nicely.
what we also need to do is grab a couple of plates, and you want to make sure that the plate it's not just flat, but it has a little bit of a dip or a rim on it, so you can create a space to hold all your veggies in it. So what we're going to do first, you're going to take your two plates, you're going to figure out the halfway point, and what I did is I drew a line, and then I cut it out. And basically I had two different pieces after I cut them out. And I went ahead and I got a little creative, and I kind of made it look like a woven basket. So I drew lines, and you can do whatever you want. You can draw a solid color, whatever you want to do.
You can color it just all brown with a marker.
There you go. So what they're instructing us to do after we cut out our pieces, your second piece, which is this one, it's just the ring, the outer part of the plate. All I did is I took a pencil and I poked a hole through the plate, so I could start my scissors and go around. And what we're going to do now is just put it together. And all I'm going to do when I put it together here is just staple it.
But you can glue it if that's what you have at home.
Yeah, you can glue it, you can tape it, but I figured it would be just as good to have everything stapled. It'll go quicker. In my head, that's what I want to do. It's a guy thing. Get it over with. So anyway, I can get the staple across there now. Okay, there's one. So I'm going to go ahead and just staple it and
Kind of hold it stiff for you.
get it in place. And I think probably about 5 staples ought to do it.
Oh yeah, look at that.
And it shouldn't create any holes for my items to fall out. So there's your basket. And you can go ahead, after you color your veggies, you can go ahead and put them inside. Broccoli, bell pepper, radish. I don't care for radishes.
I like
Okay,
radish.
carrot, celery, house of peanut butter. Okay, and we have a eggplant, and this is a cucumber, and I colored that up like a pumpkin. I don't know.
Yeah, that's supposed to be a pumpkin.
Okay. Oh, don't forget the garlic. There's the garlic. So there's your basket.
Oh yeah.
And
got a picture.
They also had, they only drank water when they participated for the 10 days with the food difference of what the king was offering in his food and what they wanted to do with the veggies. So they only had water to drink, and at the end of the 10 days, they looked perfectly fine. They looked healthier than the king's servants. So,
Yeah, they were very impressed with them. And God gave them, because of their righteousness, because of choosing righteousness and choosing with integrity to do the right thing, God blessed them and gave them the ability to learn. Because they had, the king was training them to be in his court for service in his court, and they had to be educated in the ways of the Babylonians. So God gave them extra special favor, and they were able to learn a lot of stuff. And boy, they were the ones that shined above everybody else that had been captured and taken captive over the courts there, and they got a lot of favor because God gave them a lot of favor because they chose to do the right thing.
yes.
Now there's another little craft, and it's really easy to do. And make sure you download it from the website. I've also got some fun printables on that website there. They're free, and it's got like oh gosh, there's all kinds of stuff like mazes and word searches and find the difference pictures and stuff like that. So make sure you get on those printables sometimes if you're bored. That's a great thing to do. Download one of those things and have some fun. Anyway, on this one it's real simple. You're just going to cut it all the way out, all the way around. I kind of like to color it first because I like to color. But sometimes if I'm in a big hurry, I do it the cheater way. And I'll take my crayon and I'll go way out of the lines and I'll just color that thing down until it gets nice and colored. Then I'll cut it out. And you don't see that I went out of the lines. Well, Mr. Rick did a nice job of coloring it for us already and cutting it out. So we have it colored and cut out, and it says, "I will not defile myself." And this is what Daniel and his friends chose to do. They would have defiled themselves if they had eaten from the king's table. So what you're going to do is there's 2 lines there, and you're just going to kind of fold that like that and get it started like this. And you're going to cut to the end of the lines on both sides, like that, on both sides. And this just slips over your hand, so you can make your declaration and do like Daniel. And of course my hand's much bigger than your guys'. But anyway, it fits like that. So hey, there you go.
And it gives you another memory verse.
Yes, I will not defile myself.
That's Daniel 1:8.
Yes. All right. Well, that's what we have for this week. We hope you enjoy yourselves. We hope you work on that memory verse with us. You can always rewind this and practice those things together, all right? And we'll see you next week, guys. Take care.